Brandon Hathaway, and I'm the preacher here at the West Side Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. And I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. Appreciate everybody who's joined me. Apologize for not getting out yesterday. It is hunting season, and uh, been hunting season for a little bit, but finally went out yesterday. And so I'm not on live on Mondays or Fridays because I'm probably out hunting in the morning. And so, but I've been trying to figure out how to take care of that. Maybe I'll do a video and just post it while I'm sitting out there waiting for a deer to come by. But anyways, hope you took the time to go ahead and read chapter 3 of the book of Galatians. Again, this whole book continues to go forward these, making the point of them veering off into a different direction, right? That they left the faith, and most of it into the point of dealing with brethren who are holding on to the law while still trying to be Christians. So they're trying to push the Judaism and Christianity together. And so a lot of the talk in chapter 3 was about Abraham and his faith that led unto righteousness, and how we are children of Abraham by faith. And so some good stuff there. And got verse 10 would be a good point that I'd probably used yesterday. That it said, of the law are under the curse, for it is written, cursed is everyone who does not abide by all things written in the book of the law to perform them. Again, if we're under the old law, then you have to abide by all the law. And again, don't know any of them that do that. So we're in chapter 4 though, and chapter 4, I'm going to look at verses 15 and 16 just because I found these verses interesting as reading through. So verse 15 says, where then is that sense of blessing you had? For I bear you witness that if possible, you would have plucked out your eyes and given them to me. So I have become your enemy by telling you the truth. And so, as Paul, again, he's continuously trying to encourage them to go back to the faith that they started with, go back and make sure you're living faithfully, that they're not bearing off. There's no other gospel, that there's only one truth. And so as he's kind of, confronting them for their wrong and instructing them to make it right, he's bringing out this point that just because I'm telling you the truth, I'm now your enemy. When I taught you these things first, and I was there and we worked together, he said, you guys were so zealous. You guys were so eager in receiving the truth and doing the work and wanting to assist and help, so much that if it was possible, you would have even plucked out your own eye and given it to me. If that would have assisted Paul and they could do it, they would have done it. And so he's making the point, what has changed? Why have you veered off? What is it that this other teaching have they allowed them to pull them away? And again, it kind of gets down to them putting men above the truth. And so we need to make sure we don't do that. We need to understand that our relationships can go downhill, especially as we put God first, as we continue to teach the truth, as we continue to say, well, we have to do it God's way, that it will cause some to, for us to lose some relationships just simply because they do not want to receive the truth. And so as you continue down that right path, and they're going down the wrong path, that you may become enemies, just as Paul is bringing out here in chapter 4. So I want to thank you for joining me. I hope that you remain faithful, that you continue to be strong, and that if you need prayers, please let it be known, or if you'd like to study further. Anyways, I'll thank you, and I hope you have a blessed day, and if the Lord is willing, I'll talk to you later.